Welcome back. Today we bring you another inspiring tale, so without further delay, let's dive right in. They called him a teacher once, scribbling words of English vocabulary in crowded classrooms. Years later, they called him something else, the richest Bitcoin billionaire in China. But somewhere between chalkboards and blockchain, between brilliance and controversy, lies a story that refuses to fit neatly into one definition. Li Xiaolai was born in 1971 or 1972, long before the world would hear the word Bitcoin. His early career gave little hint of his future fame. Struggling with debts and seeking stability, a friend, Luo Yonghao, suggested he join the booming world of English test prep. In 2001, Li stepped into New Oriental, one of China's most prominent education companies, as an English prep teacher. For 7 years, he drilled students for TOEFL exams with a style that was both relentless and charismatic. During this time, he didn't just teach, he wrote. His book, TOEFL Core Vocabulary 21-Day Breakthrough, became a bestseller, spreading his influence far beyond the classroom. It was a period where Li learned the true value of education, not just for students, but for himself. He realized that every career, every fortune, starts with knowledge and adaptability. What he didn't yet realize was that the greatest test of his life would have nothing to do with English. The whispers of cryptocurrency began to reach China in 2008, and by 2011, Li was deeply intrigued. He ventured into Bitcoin at a time when few trusted digital assets at all. His curiosity turned into conviction. He didn't just buy, he mined. Mining was a rough start. His first attempt with a partner ended in staggering loss. 600,000 yuan invested, only 10,000 yuan recovered. Where others might have walked away, Li treated it as tuition paid in the school of experience. He adjusted, switched tactics, and remembered a simple but core principle. Buy low, sell high, then repeat with discipline. Soon his strategies worked. In 2011, he purchased 2,100 Bitcoins at just $1 each. Months later, when the price climbed, Li doubled down, acquiring over 100,000 Bitcoins in total. By the mid-2010s, this decision alone placed him among the largest Bitcoin holders on the planet. By 2013, his net worth soared to $100 million. China's financial media quickly branded him the richest Bitcoin billionaire in the nation. But Li did not stop at hoarding coins. He recognized something bigger. Cryptocurrency needed infrastructure, legitimacy, and investment to evolve. That year, he launched Bitfund, a venture capital fund dedicated to blockchain and cryptocurrency startups. Through Bitfund, he positioned himself not just as a holder of luck, but as a builder of ecosystems. His voice began to matter. Investors, entrepreneurs, and dreamers all looked to him as a mentor who had seen the future earlier than anyone else. His influence only grew with Yunbi, a cryptocurrency exchange based in China. At its height, Yunbi ranked as the world's 7th largest exchange by trading volume. Li was no longer merely a teacher-turned-trader. He was a cornerstone of China's unfolding crypto revolution. Li's ventures were not without risk. In July 2017, he raised a massive $200 million through an initial coin offering, ICO, an achievement that underscored both his sway and the explosive hunger for digital assets in China at the time. But just 2 months later, the Chinese government announced a blanket ban on ICOs, sending shockwaves through the industry. Still, Li pressed forward. In 2018, he unveiled Press.1, a decentralized content distribution platform built on the EOS blockchain. Its ambitious goal was to raise $200 million in fresh funding. Yet crypto's volatility struck again. Prices for Bitcoin, Ether, and even EOS plunged during the fundraising period, leaving Press.1 with only $82 million. The project was met with sharp criticism. Observers condemned its lack of a clear white paper, questioned the transparency of management, and raised doubts over its legality. On social media, skepticism grew louder. For the first time since his meteoric rise, Li's reputation appeared to wobble. Despite the setbacks, Li's voice remained loud in China's financial corridors. He was a rare mix, part visionary, part educator, part provocateur. He openly championed Bitcoin in its earliest days, long before mainstream acceptance, helping to seed awareness and confidence in cryptocurrencies across China. By then, his profile already stretched beyond wealth. He had helped shape projects, inspired blockchain entrepreneurs, and even influenced conversations on stablecoins, such as through his involvement with Grandshores Technology Group in Hong Kong. He was no longer just a Bitcoin holder, he was a blockchain philosopher. But every empire carries cracks. In July 2018, an audio recording leaked, allegedly capturing Li's unfiltered views of the crypto world. In it, he described leading exchanges as cheaters and scams. The words traveled like fire across Chinese social media and global crypto communities. For a man who had become an icon of trust among investors, the blunt critique shocked many. Some saw it as truth-telling from an insider. Others saw it as hypocrisy. Either way, the fallout was immediate. Just weeks after the leaked recording, in September 2018, Li dropped a bombshell. He would no longer involve himself in investing in cryptocurrency projects. With his announcement, he urged the public not to fall for rumors of his future involvement, signaling an abrupt and definite retreat from the arena he had once dominated. It was as if the teacher had erased his own lesson from the board, leaving students stunned and wondering what would come next. What should one make of a story like his? Li Xiaolai was never a simple figure. He went from a salesman and teacher clearing debts, to a best-selling author, to one of the world's largest Bitcoin holders. He rode crypto's wildest waves, sometimes doubling fortunes in a single stroke, sometimes losing faith from those who had once cheered him on. His story has everything: risk, reward, controversy, and reinvention. If anything, Li's journey highlights the volatile heart of cryptocurrency itself. It promises riches, it punishes arrogance, it rewards foresight, it exposes flaws. Li's story has yet to end. It lingers as investors wonder if his retreat is permanent, or if, like Bitcoin itself, he will resurface after the next crash and rise, quietly re-entering a game he once mastered. So, what do you call him now? A teacher? A visionary pioneer of Bitcoin? Or a disillusioned billionaire who walked away at the peak? Perhaps the truth is that Li Xiaolai is all these things at once.